Hi, and welcome to Karen's Kitchen Easy. Together, with our easy to follow recipes, kitchen basics, tips, and tricks, we're going to make you the star of your kitchen. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out my YouTube channel and look at the link below this video. It will take you to karenskitcheneasy.com where you can find a printable version of today's recipe. And just remember, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But wait, it is easy, and you can do it too. Today's easy recipe is fun and fruity macaroons, or meringue cookies. Now, meringue cookies are simply a cookie that is flourless and has as its base whipped egg white. And as such, it's very low in carbs and low in sugar. So it's a great low-fat, low-calorie dessert. 3 ingredients once again. We have 4 egg whites, and I've shown you in previous lessons how to separate egg whites from egg yolks. Be sure they're nice and fresh. We have a half a cup of white sugar and a 3-ounce package of powdered flavored gelatin. And that's it. Well, also there's a 4th ingredient that we'll discuss here very shortly. It is actually cream of tartar, and all cream of tartar is a stabilizer for your whipped egg whites. And if you don't use them, you don't have it, that's quite fine. So we're going to start actually by putting our egg whites in a big bowl and whipping them very hard. Now, you can do this in a stand mixer if you like. I'm simply going to use a hand mixer because it's what I have here handy. And this is the part of the recipe that's going to take a little bit of patience, because you're going to want to whip these egg whites for 7 or 8 minutes. They need to get very dense and very fluffy and rather opaque and not shiny on the surface, because you want it just as firm an egg white as you can get. Once we get the egg whites broken up and starting to whip, we're going to start adding our other ingredients to it. We're going to start by very few teaspoons at a time, adding in our white sugar and beat between each one of the additions. So just keep adding the sugar a little bit at a time. Keep your stand mixer just as high a setting as you can, because you want those egg whites nice and firm. And just keep adding the sugar a little bit at a time. And as you can see already, our egg whites are starting to get a little bit opaque. Just keep moving it. Now we're going to add our 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar here. And once again, if you don't have cream of tartar, that's all right. You don't have to use it. Now, the only specialized piece of equipment we're going to be using is, I've shown this to you before, that is our little disposable bags. But now we're going to add our powdered gelatin, and again, just a little bit at a time. I have cherry gelatin here, but you can go with any flavor you like. And of course, that means any color you like. These work so well at weddings and receptions and things, because you can tune them to the bride's colors or the color of the party that you're working with. So just keep adding this a little bit at a time and keep whipping it. Keep the whipper on the highest setting that you've got. As you can see, our mixture is getting a beautiful pink, deep pink color. But as we whip our egg whites, you're going to see it's going to get a little bit paler as we get more and more air mixed into our egg white. But just keep whipping it here. And we're also there, we can see it's gotten a little bit paler and a little bit thicker. And again, keep going for at least 7 or 8 minutes until your egg whites are just as thick as they can be. And when we're done with this, we're actually going to put our whipped mixture into, as you can see, we have a little disposable bag here, and I've got a star tip on it. You don't have to use a star tip. You can actually just cut a hole in the bag and pipe a little mound, but I just think this makes them very festive looking. And once again, we have our parchment paper lining our pan. Makes them very easy to remove. We guarantee that way the bottom doesn't brown, and there's less cleanup that way. You're going to set your oven on 240 degrees. That's a relatively slow oven. but 240 degrees, because we're not so much going to bake them as we are going to help them to dry out. So 240 degrees, and we're going to bake them for about 45 minutes. Now here's the trick. At the end of the 45 minutes, don't open the oven. Just turn the heat off and let them sit for another hour. And when they're done, there we have our beautiful meringue cookies. Wasn't that easy? All we have to do is pull them off of the paper, whoops, and put them in a decorative bowl because they're just so pretty. And be careful, again, that they don't tan or brown, but just put them in a bowl, and you can mix colors. You can do several different colors if you like and have a pretty spring bouquet. And you can even add other flavorings if you like, even little crumpled up pieces of candy into them. Of course, if you do that, you won't want to use a star tip. You'll just want to cut a hole in the end. But look at that. They're beautiful and crunchy on the outside, and they're slightly chewy on the inside, as you can see. And what a beautiful and charming addition this will make to your next party or reception. And there we have it. Fruity macaroons, and you made them yourself. And just remember, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But wait, it is easy, and you can do it too. So see you next time on Karen's Kitchen Easy.